During World War II, the vast majority of fighting in the European theater took place on mainland Europe. This led to mass destruction across many major cities throughout Europe. London and Berlin were in ruins. All of the major European powers that had existed prior to the war no longer existed. The United States suffered very little fighting on its own land. There was no damage to any of their major cities. In the Russia-Soviet Union, the German invasion had not done very much to damage the cities. The United States had a plan to support the rebuilding of Europe. They would offer money to any country that would accept its money, with the only stipulation being that the money be spent in the advancement of capitalism. The Soviet Union wanted to expand its power also, and offered to help countries by rebuilding, with the stipulation that you have to embrace communism as your form of government. If a country did not embrace communism, the Soviet Union took over the country. This graphic cartoon illustrates how when people accepted the Marshall Plan and their money, their cities were better off because they were able to buy better goods and services. And under Soviet Union rule, there was very little that the Soviet Union did to better the lives of all the people they took over. The United States did not like the expansion of communism, and as a result, communication between the United States and the Soviet Union was heavily strained. The Soviet Union did not like being told that they could not expand communism or force other countries to take communism as their form of government. As a result, the Iron Wall, as Winston Churchill puts it, was put up across Europe, along the border of the Soviet Union. This border effectively cut Europe in half, and in fact, Berlin was cut in half, the east belonging to the Soviet Union and the west to the United States. This was the start of the Cold War, as the United States and Soviet Union began to compete for other countries to join their forms of government and also to expand their nuclear armaments.